everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the Shot Clock podcast. Today's guest has already been a guest, but in her official capacity as owner and nutritionalist with Next Generation Healthcare. Today, it's all about her. Welcome, Hannah Thornton.
It's all about me.
It's all about you. Yeah, it's nothing about
every day. It's about me.
Well,
in my life.
So, since we last spoke, everything's changed. We're back playing.
Yeah.
You came over very graciously, and I want to thank you again for this. You came over to my little camp in Fairhouse and presented some certificates for our campers.
That was so cute.
Graciously brought your birthday twin Freya some Ireland t-shirts, which she was delighted with, and wears the training. Yeah, and fair play. Grania sent up some t-shirts to her as well, so I was like, oh my god, this is brilliant. So I am very popular right now. At
training yesterday, it was like the first time we've trained at Irish training since July or whatever, and they were like, oh, wear your Irish kit. And Grania's like, I've given all mine away. She's so good at that, to be fair to her. She always just gives it away to all the young kids.
She sent a little letter up saying, sorry, this is on bank official paper, but thanks so much for it was lovely. And obviously you arriving over to the camp with the stuff as well. I'm a popular guy right now. That's all I'm gonna say. So thank you for that. So we normally start with the COVID questions, but I've a different angle to come at today. Have you tried the James Reed false Tanya?
No, not yet.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I went. This is so funny. No, I haven't. I haven't tried it yet. I was on a bit of a I tried a new one. What was the new one I tried? I don't know, but it was like €22 or something.
Okay.
So I was sticking to that for a while, and then I just ran out of that. So I need to go get some for this weekend. I'll get it, and I'll let you know.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
You won't go wrong.
Where do I get it? Did you send me where I could get it?
I sent you where you can get it. Don't worry, I'll send it on to you again.
Perfect.
The bizarre start to any.
That's so strange. No.
But look.
It had to be said. If you've heard the last one, it had to be said.
Yeah, it had to be said. Yeah, we went in depth. And my under 16 still are eternally grateful to you, because I now haven't banned false tan. And
they'll be happier. Sorry.
Oh, they will. They are happier.
Yeah.
I'm all delighted. Well, if Hannah said we can make us off.
100%. Feel good, play good.
Yeah, look.
And you'll win. You'll have a winning season.
I'm not going to argue with you. So you alluded to it quickly there. How was Irish training?
Yeah, it was great. We had it yesterday in Trinity, because Trinity is one of those EPC places,
Yes. Yeah.
So we have access there, and we trained. Well, it was the first time we trained since we came back. We came back in July. So we have 2 trainings now. We trained yesterday, and then we train on October 31st. And then we have the week leading up to the 2 games on the 11th and the 14th. So not a lot, but it's what we can kind of squeeze in between season. Like with club training and then your regular games, it's very hard to ask all the players to kind of come and train. So James has done what he could do, and we got together yesterday. It was great fun.
And how's the squad looking? Is it your silver medal winning squad? Have you new additions? Or
there's a few new additions. There's a few changes. But I think James mentioned yesterday he was going to release that this week, I think.
Brilliant.
I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know if I can say. I'll leave that to James, to be fair.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll text James and see what the story is. Well, I did see the pictures. So I was trying to figure out who was there.
There's a few like practice players, like reserves players that are training with us at the minute, because it's a 2-year long program, so there's loads of times that we'll be away, so it's kind of whoever's available who can take the time off work, that kind of thing as well. So it's good to have a bit of a larger number for training and stuff.
Brilliant. Well, look, it's great. I can't wait. I watched every one of your games during the summer. It was just so exciting again to see proper basketball. And screaming at the TV, I'm like, what am I doing? None of them can hear me. But I didn't care. I really didn't care. care. I was like, this is fantastic.
I was screaming at the WNBA finals run last night, and I was screaming at the TV, and that's in America, and I was screaming at the TV. So.
Candace Parker, unbelievable.
She was unreal. That three at the end, I was like,
again, different level. And it's the rivalry between her and Taurasi that I just loved. Like, you could see that animosity between them for the whole game, like every game.
On. Yeah. Skylar Diggins has that as well, though. She is a fiery little thing. I love watching her play. She's so cool.
Brittany Griner's just a beast.
I'd love to play. I think I think she's kind of coming into, I think this is like the best season she's ever played. I think that was released. Yeah. She did really well this year.
Yeah. I just love when she turns on the drive and you go, oh, she's gonna dunk it.
She's gonna do it.
It's such a sad, like, but it just gets you so into it. Like, I have my 16s team, we're all watching. My senior women's team, my senior one team, I was like, you need to just watch these games. And they're coming to training going, oh my God, did you see this play? Or what about Taurasi going and, watching her child be born?
I know.
Grabbing a shower and breakfast and then flying back and being back in the hotel for 7:30 a.m. And I literally said, no man would do that.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. No, she is. But that's what makes her like the GOAT. She just is a different level altogether.
And did you agree with that she's the GOAT?
I don't
know. Sue Bird is still for me. And then you need to go back to like the Lisa Leslie's and like the women, the pioneers of the game as well.
Like Lisa Leslie, that was the first. When I went to the States, I think it was the first time I was 7 and I saw LA Sparks game and I saw Lisa Leslie play and it was unbelievable. But I don't know. I think, undeniably, she's a great player. Is she the GOAT? I don't think I watch enough of the basketball regularly to to say it. But like, I don't know. But it was a vote, I think, wasn't it? You could vote.
It was YouTube, I think.
So maybe the people voted, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It is hard to say because there's a few different people that would put in the mix.
Yeah, I think Sue Bird for me is just hands down.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Right. So look, we'll get into the actual podcast now rather than me and you just having a friendly chat. Nobody's listening to us. So look, I know you've answered this one before, but for those who haven't watched the nutrition episodes, who, what, or why inspired you to play basketball?
So nobody necessarily inspired me to play. When I was in primary school, my mum's friend set up the team in Belgrove, which is in Clontarf. And my mum was like, you have to go play because Anne is afraid that nobody will show up. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Thanks, Mum. I was on a Wednesday evening at like 5 o'clock, whatever. I went to training and I was like, oh, not bad at this. And I was like, this is kind of fun. This is really, really enjoyable. And I'd always been really, really sporty and stuff and done everything. But then I think we had a really good team there. All of my friends are playing, so I really enjoyed it. And then it was when I went to Holy Faith, and then the culture of Holy Faith is like, at that point, I don't know about now, but like Jerome had built that culture of a basketball school. And just watching, like I got to play with like the likes of Sarah Woods, who I play with now in DCU, but when I'm in a first year, you're like, oh my God, but she's smaller than me. So I'm like, oh my God. But you have like Leah Westbrooks, Sarah McGrath, Becky, Sarah Woods, all these people. And then you get to play up with them on games and stuff. And that was kind of like, okay, this is fun, but I'm good at this. I can play with these girls. And at that time they were like the best of the best when I was that age. So that's kind of what got me, I guess, hooked into it.
Yeah, look, Sarah Woods, what a player. I did reach out to her. I'm waiting for a reply. I would love to have her on. Because I remember doing a Nivea for Men league launch back in 2007, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Becky and Sarah were both there. And it was Rob Grant and Phil Taylor were there. Yeah, it was just, I remember that day. It was in Bloom's Hotel. It was raining. It was like one of those dirty, dark evenings.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remember talking to her that day and I was like, oh, she's sound. But like that now, love to have her on because what a career as well. Like.
I know. So she's playing D1 now this year.
Wow.
But she's ready for Super League. Like she just
great. I get to play her this year. I get to coach against her. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because DCU put in a D1 team.
So
for
that's
the
my
first
bubble
so,
burst.
yeah. Yeah, actually. There you go.
Thanks, Hannah.
Yeah. What I think is very strange, if anybody knows or has watched Sarah Woods play, like she's not a very physical player. She hates contact, will run away from contact, like absolutely despises it. But one of the girls asked me, she's like looking for a physio in Clontarf off the D1 team. And I was like, oh, what's wrong with you? And she's like, I think I did my rotator cuff. And I was like, oh, how'd you do that? And she was like, Sarah Woods sent me a screen and ran into me. And I was like, no, she didn't. Definitely didn't. Like, no, she actually did. I was like, guys, you have changed the Sarah Woods that we all knew. This is great.
Great. Oh, I can't wait to get to training tomorrow night with the girls.
Tell them. Not only is she back, she's now physical. Yay.
Yeah, just what we need. Brilliant. In my first year coaching senior one. Sure, what more could I ask for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, so moving on. Favorite teammate of your time with DCU Mercy? Or school or college?
So I actually can't say a favorite teammate of DCU Mercy because I got asked this before in like an Instagram live, and I like mentioned particular people that I had played with, and I didn't say the girls on DCU. I just said like DCU. So that's a touchy subject. So I'll say obviously all of DCU, because like there's some of like my really, really good friends on that team, and it is just like playing with your friends. We're really, really lucky. But if we were to say like internationally, it would probably be Adele, I'd say. Not because our last names are the same, but yeah, we clicked like back in that tournament in Cork. When was that? When we did that small Europeans or small nations back in Cork? Was that like 4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah.
For the training for that, and like we had she's been one of my closest friends ever since, and she's just a great teammate. And even though she's a lot shorter than me and younger than me, I do look up to her, and she's great. Yeah, she's brilliant.
Brilliant. She's a great player as well.
Right. Oh yeah, well that goes without saying. Sorry. Oh, and we are playing Brunel next week. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
This is going to go out on Monday, so.
Oh, so we play them on Mondays.
No way. Brilliant. Love it. Excellent. Excellent. I can't wait to hear what the reaction is to this.
She's not my friend anymore after.
So here's the question. How are you with your friends on the court? Because we played Temple Ogun our first game and we're warming up, and Puff is I really like Puff. I get on very well with him. He's done me a few favors. And we're warming up and we didn't even look at each other. But after the game, everything was cool. But like it was just that you are my enemy for 40 minutes.
Yeah. It's a tough one because like we played Meteors last weekend, and I was talking to the girls beforehand, but I was there like really, I was talking to the Meteors girls I'd be friends with. And Rebecca O'Keefe, who's Vinny O'Keefe's daughter, who's the coach. Like I was on my first Irish team with her when we were 16. So like we've known each other for years. Yeah. But then when it comes to on court stuff, there'd be very, very few people that I would talk to during it. But I don't know, you always have like that few moments where you can like talk smack to one another and like joke. Like Claire Mealy and myself yesterday at Irish training, we've gotten very close since the summer, and she's like, Hannah, I'm actually nervous for when I play you because I just won't be able to stop laughing.
Interesting defensive tactic.
I know. I was like, that's actually going to be. Whereas like I would mark Grania or I'd mark Claire. I won't mark Adele, so that would be a little bit different. Yeah. But also if you win, it's probably easier to talk to them afterwards. Whereas if I lost, I'd be like, I'm not talking to you. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm not talking to you now. Which
reminds me, I owe Puff some cluck chicken. Damn it, I forgot that. That's I gotta bring him down to the cluck chicken truck and get him some chicken.
What is cluck chicken?
Cluck chicken is a friend of mine owns it. It's like chicken wings, chicken burgers, everything chicken. They've a little yard just off the Walkinstown roundabout.
Oh, cool.
Order, and they've little booths that you can go and sit in. It's really good. Have the KFC, it's amazing. Or the Mother Clucker, also great. But yeah, it's worth a trip.
It's like a little plug for them for playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was actually only talking to the owner about 20 minutes ago, but yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So look, you mentioned playing against or guarding certain people there like Grania and Claire. who's been the toughest person for you to guard, and then who plays you the toughest during the games?
Well, if we bring it back 2019 season, I think your training sessions should always be harder than the games. I believe that you should scrimmage harder than you would in the games. And you're out fighting for spots as well, do you know, like
Absolutely.
when we had Meredith in, who was our American in 2019, that was the hardest player I think I've ever played against. And she was the best player. Now, problem with her is she was so nice, but she was probably the best 5 I've played against, I would say, ever. And that was training. So that was 3 nights a week. So that was great.
Well, yeah.
But she was deadly. She was really, really good. She helped us win the league that year, big time. But then in a game, you have a mix of people, because I'm like, I would say I'm primarily a 5, but I can play a 4 as well. So like a 5, you'd be playing against Claire Amelia, who just came off like scoring 29 points the weekend. So like she's definitely not going to be easy to play against. I've never played against her in a game though.
Right.
I've only played against her at training. So that would be, I can't really comment on that.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be, I don't think we're playing Glanmire for a while, but then you have like the likes of Grania, who's like a 4, but strong enough. So then that's a bit different, because you have to be quicker on your feet for that. But I was marking her in training yesterday a bit. I'm trying to think now, because we've only had 2 games in the long, like, do you know, you have Steph O'Shea off Waterford, who is always going to just throw you an elbow here and there. So that's, you always have to kind of watch out for that. I'm trying to think. I don't know. And then this year, like I mark Rachel Hutchinson's Hastings, however you want to pronounce it. Like,
I quit during the European Small Nations, because like I was like, how like, can I buy a vowel? Like what? Like...
but like I play against her now, and I'm like, she is going to be if not, she will be one of the best players in the country in like a couple years time. She's so good. So it's great playing against her, because even I'm older than her, I feel like I'm getting better when I play against her. So I don't know, I guess probably ask me in a few months' time when I played a few
absolutely. You have to get you back on at the end of the season and go, so
who was
it? Right, so here's the one that causes all the controversy. It's you and 4 others going to a pickup game. Who are you taking with you? And this can be people you played with or wish you played with.
Okay.
So you at the 5.
Me at the 5. I'm gonna take. Oh wow! See, I didn't prep these questions. Maybe I should these questions. Does it have? Is it Irish players? Any or club? Like anybody?
Super League or National League?
Super League or National League? Okay. Okay, I'll pick Claire Amelia.
Yep.
Just because we have great fun, so I know that I'll have a laugh. Okay, she'll be in the 4. Well, we're both primarily 5, so that will be an awkward one, but we'll make it work. Will I pick Adele in 1? Yeah, let's pick Adele in the 1. I'm going to pick either Megan Connolly or Nicole Clancy off DCU, because their defense is just unbelievable, but I don't know who I would pick between the 2 of them.
Okay.
Nicole might have a bit of an edge on her for a pickup game, but if I'm saying it now, she is, look out for those 2 girls. Like, their defense is insane. There's so little, but they are all over people. They're unbelievable. Anyway, side note, I ramble on. And then let's get a 3. Let's get a 3 in there. Who would be a good 3 now? Who have we played? We played Meteors. See, Jane is like a point guard now at this stage. Would you put Sorka Tiernan in there?
Oh. I
know, yeah, see, she's good for the 3 there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put Sorka Tiernan in there. That's a very young group. I'm the old one in the group. Maybe I should have picked Grania to bring the age up.
Age is just a number. I'm trying to prove that this year.
Fair, yeah, this is so true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're never too old.
Play until you can't.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got it. You got to do it.
Because when you're done, you're done.
You don't want to have any regrets. You could have been.
That's it. Like that's my whole reckoning behind this season is, you know, I get to finish it on my terms.
That's unreal.
I'm just
and then they'll go, You got one more year.
Yeah. And then I'll say, no, I don't. Absolutely not. No, I'm done. No. So question, where are we? Question 5, superstitions.
This is interesting because they've kind of changed since COVID, I feel.
Right, okay. Interesting.
The last time I was like, I had a good few. And this year, because I hadn't played in a while, and then we obviously went away in the Irish team in the summer. And I think when you're away, it's harder to keep the superstitions. But they kind of have changed. So I've started a few new ones.
Oh, yes. Tell me more.
Okay, a few new ones. So, okay, well, tan is just a given. So that's...
Tan's a given, yeah.
Yeah, if anybody knows, that's a given.
Yeah, that's it, done.
But it all starts... Yeah, because I think also because I'm way more into nutrition, and I feel like if I don't, I can't do it if I don't, like, you practice what you preach kind of thing. Yeah. So it starts the night before for me, and I have to have a good carbohydrate-based meal and a protein meal. And that could be like chicken and rice, like super plain, but it has to be something, or pasta or something like that. Because I know when I wake up the next morning, I know I'm fueled, no matter like if my stomach is off or that kind of thing, because I can get quite nervous. So game day nutrition always differs for me. So if I know that the night before I've eaten well, then I'm fine waking up, whatever. And then it's 2 pairs of socks, and they have to be like very, very new-ish. Like I have to keep buying them now for the whole season because I like new socks. And 2 pairs of socks, arrive at the gym early. And I have now, because I'm older, I have specific stretches I have to do before every game. And that's kind of it at the minute. Control the controllables. And I feel like they're very good controllables.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like, put the right shoe on, put the left shoe on, do this, do that, do this. But I think, no, I don't think that's going to work. So I think just you. And then whatever happens, happens. But I can control those very, very well.
So are you a black sock or a white sock person?
Oh, well, I'm white shoes. So you have to wear white socks with white shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And if it's Nike, it has to be Nike. And
oh yeah, that freaks me out. I hate seeing people like in a pair of like Nikes with an Adidas sock. And then
she wore
Under Armour capris, and you're going, oh, here, hang on. Make up your mind.
Adele wore Kobe's yesterday with tall Adidas socks. Now they were all black, but I was like, I said it to her as well. It's like, we can't be having this.
Excellent. I love that you said it. Oh, actually, hold on. I've something to bring up here on this, just before we get on to your favorite shoe of all time. Mm-hmm. Who told me, was it Granny Dwyer, about your fluffy pink sliders? Or was it sliders with a pocket in it? That was on the episode.
It was a zip.
It's a zip. That's what it is. They've a little mini purse in them.
So Nike brought out these things, and it was when we were in Cork, and I was like, lads, I'm going to buy them, because think about it, like I could just have like my Revolut card in my slider, and I could bring up my shoe, and I could just go tap. And
that would be
every single one of the girls on the team beat on them, and they're still on sale, and I see them like now and again. But they were pink and they had a zip. Yeah, they were really, really cute. But I didn't get them. No. I push the boundaries on a lot of things now, but they brought me back in on that one. They were like, no.
We were talking about sliders, and she was like, yeah. Hannah had this. I was like, really?
Do you know, there's a few, I read a paper one time, like a study about basketball players. Now, was it scientific, like research that I'm not quite sure how, like the parameters were set, like how scientific it was. But they did a research on athletes with regards to wearing sliders and how bad they are for people.
Oh.
And basketball people. So we'd actually be better off wearing Crocs.
I used to wear Crocs in the kitchen.
Well, oh yeah, they're really good shoes.
Crocs are my go-to in the kitchen. They're so comfortable.
Yeah, so they're really bad for Alan, our strength coach, absolutely hates them. He's like, you have like wear runners to and from the game. Like they're not supporting your feet, they're not supporting your arches, anything like this. If you need to wear something, you need to wear Crocs. So there you go. But now, have I bought them? No, I've definitely bought a new pair of sliders.
Cool Crocs, you can get cool cool sliders.
Crocs are coming back in. I'd say your under 16s team. I say a few of them have Crocs.
They won't admit it to their friends, though.
No, they're cool. No, apparently they're cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll find out at training. I'll ask the question at training tomorrow.
They're all over TikTok. Crocs are all over TikTok.
No, I got no, they're not. They're God knows where they are.
Like cute colors and stuff, not like black.
Yeah, I got Ice Slide USA custom Crocs. So I have Hey Arnold Crocs.
Oh wow.
Because Arnold's best mate's name was Gerald. And he had a cool afro. And I have to have them on my shoe. So yeah, I have Hey Arnold Crocs, yeah.
That's cool.
Or sorry, not Crocs, sliders. Jesus, no, I'm
sliders.
Not Crocs. I'm out. No, I'm out for now.
Where do you do them? Nike?
No, Ice Slide USA. I'll send you the link. They're about $30.
Ice Slide? I've never even heard of
and I think I have a 40% discount. So yeah, I'll send it all over to you.
Oh, you influencer.
Right, so favorite shoes leading on from your pink sliders.
Basketball shoes, yeah.
Yes.
So I go to and for I love Nike everything. I love Nike everything. However, Adidas are meant to be better. I had plantar fasciitis, so I got a pair of LeBrons for that Cork tournament, and I got plantar fasciitis, and that was the worst thing ever. It's so sore. It feels like someone stabbing your heel all the time. Awful. And I went to this really super duper physio in Portleat, and he was like, he knew the strength conditioning coach for the Bulls team or something. He had a connection. He was like, look, I'm going to research the best shoes for you to wear. I was like, grand. So he said, Adidas are the way to go. Something about it, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So I changed to Adidas. Now I've since changed back to Nike. But I have a pair of Adidas saved actually. I have a pair of pink shoes, but because I think the pink would look nice with the DCU blue. But anyway, that's the side point. I have a pair of Nike. They're not a Paul George or a LeBron. They're the Zoom boots, and I run in a Zoom runner.
Yeah.
So at the minute, they're my favorite because I'm trying to keep everything the same. So because my knees are crap, my feet are crap. So I'm trying to keep it the same. But aside from that, Paul George's were a great shoe that I played in. They were really nice.
Yeah, I need to get a new pair because I'm wearing Jordan 31s maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how you play in Jordans. They're very heavy, are they not?
So heavy.
Yeah.
So heavy. So I'm actually I went down the rabbit. Now when you go down the rabbit hole. So I spent shoes and I was like, right, Converse have new shoes out.
Converse have basketball shoes?
Yeah, Puma have new shoes out.
Oh, yeah.
Have new shoes. So I just went down, I think I lost 3 hours of my life. And then came back up out of the rabbit hole and went, Jesus, I have no idea what I'm going to buy. Yeah. So I'm still like, I don't know what to do.
I think I'm going to buy a new pair. I think they might be Adidas. But then I don't know. No, maybe they'll be, I don't know. Yeah,
it's tough.
It is tough. I wish I could go on style, but now I have to go more so on like
functionality
and old age feet. Yeah.
I don't want to feel like a pair of cinder blocks on my feet.
Yeah. No, Jordans are way too heavy. They're like a casual shoe, but
very heavy. But look,
the Paul Georges, if they're on Nike, they're deadly. Really like them. Then the James Hardens on Adidas, they're good. They're really nice.
The Donovan Mitchells, have you seen them ones? They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're really nice. Actually.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air edition. Have you seen them?
Oh, them. They were cool. Yeah.
And they're all special. Adidas have 20 or 30% off at the minute.
I'd love to be like, I could wear a new pair every week. That would be really cool.
Imagine just being sponsored and just being able to go, you know what?
What are these ones today? Yeah. These ones today.
DCU home, DCU away, Ireland home, Ireland away. Oh, it'd be just, and then you'd have to get next generation like healthcare, like
100%
color white.
I have next generation health day-to-day runners. Oh. The girls got them for me for my birthday. They have NGH in on the side, and they're very cute.
Brilliant. Are they pink like your cool sweatshirts?
No, they're Adidas. Oh. I should have actually worn that today. I'm wearing a Space Jam t-shirt.
I see that.
They're black Adidas ones, no, but they go with everything, so it's fine.
Yeah, and there you go. There you go. Look,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. So,
Side
choose
note,
the
the
name.
Space Jam movie was the worst.
Space Jam. I haven't seen the new one. No? Okay. There you go.
Went with Katie Ride. It was awful. No, we both were like, when we watched that, we were very young. Now we feel really old.
The original's always the best. Like,
Yeah.
MJ is MJ. You know
It was
what I
all
mean?
about coding and stuff. And I don't know. I think kids are into that. I'm not. Yeah.
Like, I struggle with Zoom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first link didn't work, so I know.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Proof is in the pudding. So, top 5 musical artists of all time.
Oh my God. Oh, I really didn't know these questions. These are going to be random.
Good.
I have really random taste in music.
Michelle Fahey said Lewis Capaldi. So, anything after that, I'm good with.
I might have to look up my Spotify, but so no, in no particular order. Mumford and Sons.
Okay.
Which is random, but I love them.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. Sam Smith.
Oh, okay.
I love Sam Smith. Hold on. Let me have a look at my Spotify.
What are your top played tunes on Spotify?
Yeah. That, you know that AOK song at the minute? Who sings that? I'm like,
Did it come out after 1992?
Yeah, it came out this year.
No idea.
Oh my God.
No idea.
Okay. See, I just listen to podcasts now. I'm old. Hold on 2 seconds. Khalid.
Top 5. Who? Khalid. Okay. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hold on.
We're trying to find the cool ones.
I'm trying to find the ones that I play most because I feel like then they'll be but I also like chill vibes. Bon Iver at the minute. I really like
Bon
him.
Iver.
He's
Love
like
Bon Iver.
That's in the car and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying my time here. So that's 4. Hold on. Oh, I think probably okay, either we're gonna go way back. Oh, Billie Eilish at the minute. Yeah, no, she's fab.
Okay, way back to Billie Eilish.
No. Sorry. I was gonna go Chris. No, not. I was gonna go Neo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, for the I made the playlist for the Irish team training, and like it's all like Destiny's Child, Neo, all this kind of thing. And they're like kind of, the average age of the team is like 21. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be lost. But on that note, you're the DJ. What 3 songs are we warming up to?
Okay, hold on. Okay. Irish team training. The first 3 songs are The Good Life, Kanye West, Soldier by Destiny's Child, and Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
That's a sweet pick. That was amazing. I just want, big shout out. Marion, actually, UCD Marion played the podcast warm-up playlist on Saturday night. But it was hilarious because I'm warming up and I'm going, these are Katrina White songs. That's one of Puff's songs. Because I remember what people have said.
That's really cool.
And it was really cool. I was like, that was brilliant. But yeah, it's a good playlist. So your 3 are going on there.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say it's my 3, but no, that's a good mix.
The Irish 3. So what advice would you give to 16-year-old Hannah?
I think this has kind of changed because of lockdown as well from the last time I was on. It would probably be, as much as you can, put yourself first. But because I think as a person, I'm very, selfless, not selfish.
Yeah.
And I've always tried to do, and I love helping people and I love doing things for people, but I think you get to a certain stage where you just get worn out from, and you do have to sometimes be a bit selfish, but in a good way, not in a rude way or anything like this, but like just to know that it's okay to say like no to certain things. You don't have to do everything. And if I probably would have learned to just look after me a little bit more so than rather trying to please everybody. I think I did that when I was younger. Probably would have, And not that I would have done it when I was 16, but I would have been thinking about it. Whereas now I'm trying to do it and it's really hard.
Yeah. Because
You know?
it's hard to break a habit. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's really hard. So I think if I would have known about that a little bit when I like, just even to start thinking about it when you're 16, being like, just if you don't want to do something, that's okay. Or like, you don't have to commit to everything. And then that kind of goes, that just goes for everything, goes for work, goes for business, goes for sports. And like, to start just being a little bit, I'm trying to be it now, and it's quite difficult. It's hard to say no.
And especially when you're the yes person. Yeah. Because when you go, no, actually I can't do that, straight away it's like, what's her problem? What's his problem? He always did it, now he won't do it. Why won't he do it now? And you feel that little bit of pressure, like.
You do. And I think it's really important, especially coming out of COVID, that we don't have to say yes to doing everything now. Like, we're all kind of not changed, but we're used to not doing everything. And I think there can be a bit of pressure now in the last few months, and it's okay just to be like, no, I don't want to go out, or I don't want to do that. And it's not because you don't like the people. The what?
Just say I'm busy. You know, I'm busy that day. You know, I haven't got time to do that or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's important for younger people to note that and be like, no, it's okay to have a day to yourself, or it's okay to like, you don't have to just be go, go, go. You can start recover, like looking after yourself at a younger age, probably would prep them for what life throws at them later on.
Great advice. Absolutely great advice. So, second last question. Dead or alive, 5 dinner guests that you'd bring over to your house, friends, family, or famous. Who are your 5?
I really wish I would have thought of these questions.
No, I prefer when people don't prep, because then you get to be honest straight off the top of your head. Like.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I need somebody funny. Oh, I need somebody, maybe like, who am I watching at the minute? I think Michael McIntyre. Is it Michael McIntyre? Is he the comedian?
That's the question. Is he a comedian?
No, maybe it's not him. There's somebody I was watching.
No, it is.
Hold on, I'll come back to him.
McIntyre he is a comedian, allegedly.
No, I'll come back to him. Hold on, I'll come back to him. Okay. Then I want someone. Okay. Damn it. Okay, hold on. What's the all right actor?
Matthew McConaughey.
I'd have Matthew McConaughey there. So you got Barack Obama, Matthew McConaughey. This is a good start. Then I would probably have Skylar Diggins.
Nice.
She's just like, she'll just like fire it back. She'll be great.
Yeah.
And then I want someone like maybe like you see, Kanye West would be really interesting there, but I don't really want him there, but he'd be quite interesting because be like, what's going on?
Tell us what's going on.
No, maybe would I have Dead or Alive? Would I have Kobe there? I would have Kobe there. Yeah, I would. And then I want someone funny that can like chair the whole thing. So we want someone that like a Jimmy Kimmel, but not a Jimmy, like a. Ooh. I don't like, who's the English guy? I don't want him.
James Corden. Yeah, I wasn't even going to suggest him.
Who's the English guy that does? I'm so bad at names. He did the Netflix series that he went around with his dad around England. He's English.
Jack Whitehall.
Yeah, he would be great at that and getting everybody involved in the conversation.
He would. That is a great 5.
That is.
So are you cooking or are we ordering in?
Oh no, I'm ordering in. The pressure.
So what we have?
We might not order in. Might get a chef.
It's a good idea.
So I can like figure out. I might want. So I'd get the chef to cook. They'd have options,
Oh,
like a wedding.
okay. So
Like
how many options are you giving people?
2 options. Maybe they're
Two
vegetarian.
starters, 2 mains, 2 desserts.
Yeah. Oh, probably more desserts because everybody wants more desserts.
Yeah, everyone wants more desserts.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do you a good deal.
Yeah, you could. We haven't sorted.
I'd cook for that group.
That would be a good group. Yeah.
I'd cook for that group.
Yeah.
We'll talk prices. Right. So last question. So firstly, look, thanks for your time. I know how busy you are. Really appreciate this. And like I said, thanks for coming over to us during camp and what you did for Freya as well. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So last question. Who would you like to see on the podcast?
Well, you've already reached out to Sarah.
I've reached out to Sarah, but you need to get on top of that as well.
I will. She is a bit busy now.
Yeah. Newborns do that to
you. I think you need someone young off the Irish team to give it a new perspective. Maybe Claire Amelia? Has she been on it?
Nope, not yet.
Maybe Claire or Adele. But Adele's busy too. Well, we're all busy, but they'd make time.
Yeah.
They'd make time.
Hey, look, you know what? I'll reach out to the two of them.
Yeah, I think they'd give a great different perspective. And Adele, especially because she's going back to Brunel this year. So that's a big thing for her. It's massive. Yeah. But Claire, just because like she's coming up, she's going to be one of the best, like
her tournament during the summer was just different class.
But like, so I didn't know Claire at all before the acting. And we've one, May Phelan is on the DCU team and she's known Claire for years. And apparently the two of us were both talking to May, being like, before Irish team trying to be like, don't know if we're going to get on. Like, we just didn't know each other's personalities. Cause like you see Claire and like, she's like, doesn't really show a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm the complete opposite. Like you can read every emotion off my face. And then like the first training session, I was like, I think she's funny. Like I think she's and like she takes the piss out of herself. And I'm like, I think I'm really gonna like her. And then she's brilliant. Like, and she has a lot, like she'd be like, Hannah, this is me happy. This is me sad. This is me angry. But it's so true. It's so true. But she would actually be a good one to have on because
I'll try and get her on. Yeah.
I don't know if she does a lot of podcasts, but
don't play poker with her though.
The what?
Don't play poker.
But she's so funny. Like
so deadpan. Like I'm like you. I get a good hand in poker, and it's like, you know, pick up your cards. It's like, and then you're trying to get the, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the first. Oh shit.
I'm not supposed to say that. Or not. Yes.
No, she'd be a really good one. And that young perspective of that young group coming in after coming second, like that would be a good perspective.
Yeah, definitely try and get her
also
on.
Her music choice is very different, so definitely get that one on.
Would I know anybody on her playlist?
100%. It's all like Irish.
Really?
All Irish. I don't know any of them. Like you get in the car with her and she just starts playing music and you're like, what is it? She's like, it's this band from down the road. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what this is. Okay, there.
Brilliant. No, brilliant. Right, well, you go and have your dinner because you've got a late training session tonight.
I do.
I appreciate your time and I will be in touch. Look after yourself and hopefully you'll get over to a game soon.
Yeah, and you. Good luck this weekend. Oh wait, no, next weekend. Yeah.
Well, this weekend is Aina.
Good luck.
Yeah, I will talk to you soon. Take it easy.
Bye, Jared.